Hello, welcome back to more games on Arena. I'm a little in a casting mood right now, so I want to bring you two more games between Scogo and Melkor. Scogo playing here in yellow, Melkor in red. And the nice thing about those two games is Scogo, the lower rated player by almost 300 points, like 270, something like that, is going to play the better civilization, or at least a civilization that is considered to be better in overall in Arena 1v1. As you can see, he's playing as the Spanish here. And Melkor in red, on the left-hand side, Persians. That's not to mean that Scogo has a big advantage here, because the higher-rated player Melkor here has a lot of experience, and Persians is, I guess, one of the civilizations that he likes to play. It has a fast start, as a good boom with 3 TCs. That's faster than most other civilizations. So we're going to find out how they're going to play this. Now, when you think about Spanish, the first thing that comes to mind, I think, is Conquistadors. Conquistadors, maybe monastery, monks, mangonels. How do you stop this in Castle Age? You really don't. So let's see how Melkor is going to try and stop the possibly upcoming Conquistadors. And as Melkor is not a trash player, I hope we're not going to see that. Instead, we probably are going to see what I hope is going to be Conquistadors here from Scogo and try to see a pretty standard Spanish game. Boar inside. Where's the second boar from Scogo? Is that outside? No, it's here safe in the back. What do we have with Scogo's map here? Main stone, second stone, both safe in the back, which is really awesome for him because he will be able to get a castle up unless he's trashed, and even then should be able to do so. In the back, a lot of nothing though. That means the main gold forward, not too nice. Second gold forward outside. Third gold even more away. Even farther away, are you saying that like that? We have main gold, second gold, third gold all in a row. So this area might be really, really important later on. 40 over inside, which is awesome for Scogo still. And I think with a castle, he should be able to defend at least those 2 golds. But we're going to find out. Extra berries, it doesn't really matter. One really close to that gold and another one close to Scogo's base. That's pretty much it, what you need to see about his base here. The first thing that comes to my mind when I see Melkor's base is the missing back base. He's got a nice lumber camp here, okay, but he cannot really do a lot. Then again, the main gold is almost in the back here, somewhat on the side, but it's not the worst ever. Like this main stone, for example, is pretty far forward, but the main gold is relatively safe here. Second boar coming in. Then we have deer outside from Melkor. He's using a sheep to keep the gate open. He will be able to get them in if he wants to. The second gold inside, but forward, of course, second stone on the left hand side is outside, close to one of the relics here. Another relic close to the third gold from Melkor. I think that's pretty much it that we need to know about Melkor's map. I'm missing one relic here in the south. Oh my god. And we have an extra gold here on the bottom as well. So I think we've pretty much covered all there is to know about the maps. Now let's go back to Scogo, see what he's up to. Are we going to see a trash? No, definitely not. That's like 27 plus 2 population. The house actually starting to wall off here, I guess. 3 villagers on that second lumber camp, 4 in the first. It's looking all pretty standard. And we have Melkor 24 population going forward. What is that, 26, 27? Yeah, we're going to find out, I guess. Melkor also luring the deer in, and this one should run if he's get lucky here. Ooh, that's even running through the scout. But yes, he's fine. Scogo is up first, clicking up to Feudal Age on 25 population. 2 villages on gold, none on stone. I'm a little bit disappointed, to be honest, because the strength of the Spanish usually is the conquistadors here, and against Persians you should be fine. Persians can go for camels, but conks, monks and mangonels should be able to beat pretty much everything there is to put out in Castle Age. And then again, Scogo maybe has a different idea, so we're not going to see the standard Spanish game here, which means my predictions and what I guessed would be happening was wrong. So we are going to find out how Scogo is going to play this. Melkor is going up significantly late, 29 population. That's really late. He's not going to reach Castle Age before 16 minutes, but he's got a good amount of farms up now with like 6, 7 in total already. He's got a lot of wood in the bank, and of course he's going for the barracks. I'm expecting to see stables? The scouts? Light cav? Maybe, I don't know. What are you going to do against upcoming conquistadors? They're not coming up, and Scogo being up to Feudal Age is probably a tell sign for Melkor, so maybe he's actually going for scouts here because he's not expecting conquistadors, which would be correct. Melkor is going against a market blacksmith up, so Scogo is not going for any aggression in Feudal Age. Instead, 6 villages to gold. This could mean we're going to see a monk rush here. With the Spanish, it's possible, of course. Melkor, at the same time, going for blacksmith and archery range here. That's something I haven't seen too often. The Persians going for archer range is quite unlikely for me, but okay, it's Melkor. He knows how to micro crossbowman, and he's pretty good at that, so he will be fine, I think. And archer range blacksmith up. He's gonna go for the first archers immediately, I guess. There it is, and has enough food left to go for horse color if he wants to, or maybe gold mining upgrade. Got 6-7 villagers now on gold. Yeah, both actually. Scogo is on the way to Castle Age. Will soon be there, and I think he's going to drop 2 monasteries then. Is that possible? He's got 5 plus 7 villages. No, plus 5 plus 5 only? That's not a lot actually. But he's got enough villages, got enough wood to build 2 monasteries immediately. That's number 1, and number 2 coming up. 6 villagers still on gold. We are going to see a delayed second TC in my opinion. I would hope to see that like here in the wood line maybe would be fine. Right here in those 4 tiles can fit a lot of farms around as a nice defensive line. And the houses here are actually preparing a wall up on the left. First monks on the way. No sanctuary coming in immediately, but doesn't really need it. Then again, he will need it when he is going to see the crossbowmen, or at least archers coming up soon. And Melkor is now on the way to Castle Age, but he has not revealed his archer ranges. The archers though moving out. No, where are they? They are staying inside here. Now fletching crossbowmen coming up immediately. Not enough wood for a second TC though. They spend a lot of wood on those archers of course, and the archer ranges going for more farms first. He's gonna add in TC later, but he's ahead in villagers because Scogo of course is not adding in any extra TCs either. Scogo 4 monks now going for sanctuary. We're 17 minutes into the game. Now Scogo, I think, can allow himself to go out, try to grab some relics, maybe go for a conversion. We saw the relics, I think, so Scogo should be able to get like 3 close to his base. Then again, there is the crossbowman, 5 plus 1 at least done, fletching. No boatkin arrow yet, but Melkor might go for those. And there is the attempt to convert the scout. And ooh, that was beautiful. The crossbowman sniping the monks that were starting to convert. And this is a very, very big victory for Melkor, who is 1 villager behind, but now 4-0 kills and is taking down 4 monks for nothing. Town center coming up on the main gold. It's alright, I guess, and a siege workshop immediately. No need the mangonels, but yeah, we know how good Melkor is against mangonels here, or the micro internal, and there's the siege workshop coming up. Boatkin arrow expected, a TC on the main gold, makes sense, and also on the wood line, pretty nice TC spot. I guess he could go for another TC, like in that corner if he wanted to. It's not ideal, but he can fit 3 farms around, and he's got enough space for farms around that middle too, and we'll be fine here. A villager moving out to build that siege workshop, doesn't have loom yet. And Melkor now is going out to try and get a relic. He's got a few of those crossbowmen on that lumber camp. Took down a villager apparently. So Melkor with the map control immediately after the first small fight. And that means he's got a big advantage here. Scogo is going for loom. Wheelbarrow coming up. And that scout from Scogo is actually going back here. Scogo won't even be able to take a lot of relics here, which I would have expected to see. But the crossbowmen are quite good. Now there's the mangonel. And of course we're going to see Melkor with the mangonel if he needs it, when he needs it. It's lacking a little bit of... No, does he have enough gold? How many is that? 130 for the mangonel? 125? Hell, I don't know. That's not good. I should be able to, should know this, but I haven't played too much lately, of course. And we have a good amount of crossbowmen, 20 against 7 military units. That's typical Melkor playstyle. He likes to go map control, army, and then boom behind that, and with the Persians, as I said, that's a really nice shift to do. So he's got 2 TCs, but he is the same villager number as Scogo, who is on 1, 2, 3 TCs, 1 on the stone here. And the difference is that Melkor can go for the relics and still has map control here. He's grabbing another relic here. The few monks out are not really doing a lot. Now scorpions and mangonels is a nice combination here to fight against crossbowmen. And look at this, the scout is actually not able to take down the monk. Too much healing. 1 for 1, 2, 1 for... No, 0 for 1, 1 for 2. Actually a good fight for Scogo. He was able to take down 2 mangonels. But I think Scogo doesn't have redemption yet. That means the next mangonels should be able to do some damage. Nice shot on the crossbowman, but Melkor was there in time. 1 conversion actually. Melkor is still able to micro this, and there's the mangonel. 1 for 1 here, which should be enough to take down monks. That's 2, 3 conversions in total now. 4, 5. But also 5 monks going down, I think. And that was a good fight from Melkor again. Goldshaft mining. Wheelbarrow coming in with 30C on the way. No. Scogo in the meantime is 100 stone short of a castle, and he should be able to get that castle up. He's going for monastery number 3, and I think the castle right here between the main gold and the second gold would be an be a decent spot here to make sure that you don't lose your gold income, because once that's gone, we'll have a problem. The village is moving out now, and I think we might see... No, what's going on? Does he want to drop a forward castle? That's maybe not the best idea ever, and I fear for Scogo's villages here. That's not really too good. Scorpion trying to attack the crossbowman. That's again 1-2 conversions. Nice conversions here for Scogo, but he's also losing monks once again, and there's still another mangonel. The castle now coming up, and we have Melkor now looking quite okay-ish still, even though that castle is coming up in the middle of the map in a forwardish position, and the siege workshop might go down. But Melkor is fine at home. Thing is, Scogo is ahead in villages now, by a lot actually, and Melkor looks like he doesn't have the best economy balance ever. He is still on 2 TCs, which is surprising to me. I think he should have added a 3rd TC, but maybe he feels he doesn't need it, is instead clicking up to Imperial Age. And the question is, bombard cannons or a castle? Do we see trebuchets here? He's up first. Scogo is not so far away, selling wood and stone. Probably is going to be able to click up very soon. He's got a lot of villages on gold. That means he will be able to buy his way up. And I think Melkor should be able to get a castle up, maybe around here, around that gold that is forward. But we're going to find out soon. In the meantime, the siege workshop went down, and Melkor has 3 relics, so Scogo should be able to take the rest if he really wants to. The thing is that it costs time to micro, and you have a lot of economy to micro at the same time, where multitasking is needed. That's really not the best lumber camp ever. I think here would have been a lot better, but it's not a big problem. And Cav Archers from Melkor, this is interesting. Do the Persians get any bonus on the Cav Archers? Let me find out. What is that? Feudal boiling rams? No, not I can see. I guess they have full upgrades, but Cav Archers is a little bit surprising to me for the Persians here. I don't think it's the best idea. And Spanish has full trash, so they should be able to counter this. Also, Scogo could go for Conquistadors, but I'm not sure how good they are really. So it's gonna come down to siege trash. Possibly. I'm not sure about those Cav Archers. They seem to be too expensive. They don't seem to be, I don't know, too cost efficient. Now the castle coming up from Melkor a little bit too late. Scogo almost has enough stone for another castle, and Melkor cannot put out traps immediately because that castle got delayed somehow. TC coming up on the left on the 3rd gold. Very important to see that one. And now we're going to see Imperial Age by Scogo as well. Melkor should still be able to get the first traps out. Scogo, how's the stone looking? Where's that 2nd castle coming up? Yeah, in front of the 2nd gold. Also trying to cover the 3rd gold, very important. And there's the first trap. A few mangonels and monks behind that Onage upgrade coming in. But Scogo does not have a lot of army except for the monks. And that's a problem. He needs to go for army now. He needs to transition, because otherwise, if his army is getting taken down once, he won't be able to rebuild it as fast. And microing monks in a mid to post Imperial Age fight is really difficult. The first trebuchet is coming out. Cav Archer micro is a lot easier in my opinion than monk micro here. And we have the first trap hits. The castle getting repaired by Scogo immediately. Let's see how Melkor is going to do. Is he going to repair the castle? He's got 16 stone and that's it. So possibly not. He should go for conscription maybe. He's got 2 trebuchets out to try and take down the castle from Scogo. But not so much is happening in the meantime. The Onages should be decent against the Cav Archers, but you need... Ooh, nice! Using trebuchets to snipe an Onage here. That's a very important strategy, and you should keep that in mind. But I think Scogo needs to switch into pikemen and halberdier maybe, something like that. Get some army going, get maybe siege rams even, or bombard cannons is possible. I think Spanish do get bombard cannons, right? So this could be interesting still. The thing is, Melkor is losing the castle, but has 3 trebuchets, and Scogo has to invest a lot of stone, and doesn't have the resources to invest into a lot of other units. Pikemen now getting done, but you can see 32 military units. Cav Archers missing bracer. Persians do not get the bracer upgrade. This is another reason why you shouldn't go for Cav Archers, I guess. But while Scogo is in this score and population lead, doesn't look like he will be able to push anytime soon, at least not really strong. Squires and scale mill armor. If he's going for pikemen, halberdiers, some cap rams maybe, this might be a different story. Trebuchets moving forward. Melkor still has 2 trebuchets left, and that castle is maybe a little bit too far advanced. because there's not the army to support that. And now Trebuchet is taking down a stable, but there's 2 traps hitting the castle immediately. And yeah, the Orange is getting down to light cav. That's the army advantage that Melkor has right now. He has a mobile army that's going really quick, and Manganel even taking on the Orange. The castle is standing, but 2 trebuchets hitting it, and we have bombard cannons now from Melkor. We have cav archers to fight, and that castle is going down faster than it went up. This is not a good castle by Scogo. He was trying to get some advantage here in the middle, but I think he should have stayed at home with that, go for more army. Now we do see the trebuchets trying to hit the traps and bombard cannon, but the castle is down already, and those monks are just moving forward. Not sure what they're trying to convert, probably cav archers. There's a few light cav that can take down monks really fast here, and that means we have a bad castle for Scogo. The necessity to go back with the villagers. He lost his army, he lost most of the monks, he's losing the onagers, and that's the thing with the army count. Look at this, 27 against 11, and Scogo is not able to rebuild his army fast. He's going for Halberdier despite not having any pikemen out, and he's got those 2 castles still with 7 monks inside, but he does not have the army to push this. And now 107 villagers by Melkor should be enough to support cav archers and light cav at least. Hey, Plow coming in now. I think he should go for a few more. Yeah, he's going for more farms. He's got a lot of gold in the bank, more than he needs. But bombard cannons is still an option for him, and he's doing 2 more bombard cannons. And he should go for hussars, probably, possibly heavy cav archers. And then bombard cannons against the castle. You know, this is ending. The block printing monks with redemption apparently can be dangerous for the bombard cannons, but there's the cav archers moving in. Nice split and going back here just in case. And now I think with a little spreading in the help of the bombard cannons, those onagers might go down fast. Can Scogo get a bombard cannon converted? That's a question for me. He's trying to. He's now getting a few more halberdiers out, but it's only 2 barracks. Is that 2 barracks in total? That's not enough. And the light cav again doing their job, taking down onagers quickly. Hussar and Fortune coming in. Scogo has a decent amount of resources, a lot of wood in the bank, but he needs more siege, he needs more halberdiers, he maybe even needs elite skirmishers. Could have gone for conquistadors, that would have been really interesting. Could have gone for bombard cannons, siege rams, something like that. Listen, apparently he somehow does not have the idle villagers, does not have the economy to do so. He should take like 20 villagers, build farms, go for hussars yourself, something like that. Now the castle, the next castle is under attack here, 4 bombard cannons, and the monks are not able to convert those bombard cannons apparently. There's another monk trying to do so, but they need to micro those all the time. He was actually able to go that really quickly. I guess he was trying it before, but it was the own trebuchet hitting the bombard cannon. My god, that's bad luck here. And the castle is going to go down. 152 stone left, but the villages are idle. I guess Scogo didn't have stone for a second, something like that. I don't know. Or maybe it was completely repaired. Now repairing the trebuchet, but there's 3 bombard cannons hitting halberdiers first. Should go for the trap again. Chamberlain armor, 2 men saw. Still producing from only the 1 barrack here. That's not enough. Scogo even going for the extra gold, which he doesn't really need. He needs food. He needs something other than the gold here. Take it as long as you can, of course, but he's still got 10 military units, and that's not good enough to fight Melkor here, who is fully boomed now, 126 population, with heavy cav archers, missing bracer, but still, he was able to use them to their fullest potential. Didn't have anything against that, against him. No halberdiers, no elite skirmishers, or at least not enough helps. Like this, you can win a game here. Scogo possibly should have gone for the Conquistador approach, or maybe even in Imperial Age, go for Kongs, go for a lot of halberdiers, go for siege rams or bombard cannons, possibly better, but this did not happen. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next games. GG.